Hey guys, Cody Smith here, 5-star diamond coach with Beachbody, and I'm here with Sara Boyle, and we're just going to ask Sara a few questions so you can have an idea of what kind of coach Sara is, why she got involved with Beachbody, and this just gives you an idea of who she is and if she's going to be your leader. So, Sara, how's it going?
It's going okay. How are you?
Good, thanks. So I just have a list of questions here. I'll probably kind of veer off a little bit, I usually do. So, first off, if you can just tell people what you do for a living.
I work up in Louisville as a pricing specialist with a credit card processing company. Basically, the credit card terminals that little businesses buy, I decide how much we charge them.
Okay, so the little swiper things.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, kind of give us an idea how many hours a week you're doing?
40 plus.
Okay, wow. Oh. So, let's see here. So, how long have you been a Beachbody coach then?
A couple months now.
Okay.
Like 2.5.
And what rank are you?
Emerald.
Okay, so you work 40 hours a week, and you became a Beachbody coach. So basically, in 40 hours a week, do you work any more than that? Any overtime at all?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm getting at is there's a lot of people that ask and say, hey, I don't have a lot of time to do this. So, I mean, here you are working 40 plus hours a week, so you're obviously making some time to work. So if someone's watching this video for the first time and they're saying that same thing, hey, I work all these hours, what could you say to them about that?
I would basically say that if you want to be in the best shape of your life, you'll make the time for it. I mean, I obviously have to schedule my weeks out, my days out, so that I can work and go to school and, you know, work out and fit it all in and sleep at the same time. But if you want it bad enough, you make the time for it.
Cool. Good. So let's see here. How long did it take you? We already asked someone about the Beachbody. How long did it take you for Emerald?
Well, 2.5 months-ish.
Okay. And then when you first heard about P90X, when was it? How long ago did you hear about it? What was your take?
Probably a couple of years ago, and I didn't really think much of it because I wasn't in a position where I could really work out a whole lot, but it intrigued me.
So now, since we're talking about P90X, when you're doing it now, where are you doing it at?
I do it in my living room.
Okay, and you got a kind of cool situation where you invited somebody to do it with you, right?
Yes, Alicia.
Okay. So tell them that. You started doing P90X, and then I think someone started asking questions, and then you invited them, right?
Yes, the girl that I work with found out that I was doing it because I passed out flyers at work, and she told me that she wanted to do it, but that she really needed someone to work out with because she didn't want to do it alone. And so we both work together, so she just comes in before work and we get it done, and then we go to work.
Cool. So you got a kind of cool story there. Now what happened with her?
She actually became a coach.
Cool. Okay. So it's neat. It's kind of neat how I mean, that's where it all comes down to. Like when I first started, was basically it's all about fitness first, and then business would come second. You can be the fit, which is cool. And it just happened.
Yeah.
So let's say when you first heard of P90X, did you know that they had any type of a business opportunity or referral program attached to it?
I did not.
Okay, so you just found that out how?
Through Chris.
Through Chris, and that's your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, he's also he's an Emerald coach also. Okay, cool. So why did you become the coach? Why did you decide to take that and roll with it?
Just because I think, you know, you hear of all these other businesses that you can get into, but with P90X, you're benefiting yourself as well as able to help other people reach their fitness goals. I mean, it's not even difficult. I mean, the results are undeniable. So really, you just have to, you know, tell people your story, tell people, you know, show people other people's stories, and I mean, really, it doesn't feel like I'm running my own business. You just talk about the results, and it does it itself.
So many people say that, and you know, when we talk about it, we don't even put it together. It's like, yeah, we just tell them what we've done, and the next thing you know, people are asking. That's cool. So much fun. Let's see here. So now you better answer this one really good.
Okay. All right.
What kind of support are you getting from your upline star diamond coach?
Fantastic support.
Okay.
You want
a little bit more?
Well,
who is it?
It's Cody. Well, I keep a blog on Facebook, and I know that you've commented it on a couple times, which helps me stay motivated.
Cool. So what about Chris being your upline, so he's your coach that sponsored you, and you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. There might be couples watching this thinking about doing something. How do you think that kind of puts you guys together in a relationship?
I think it gives us something that we have in common because we're both working towards our own, optimum fitness. And, I asked him, how was your workout today? And he asked about mine. And, I've asked him about, techniques on certain workouts that I'm not as good at as he is. And, he can help me out with that.
Cool. So everybody, I'm going to touch a little bit about him. Everybody knows he's kind of big into marketing stuff. He's working on something kind of big. Is he kind of doing any of that with you?
Yeah, he gives me ideas about how I can market my business and different ways that I can get the word out there, and I'm not good with that. So he's been really helpful that way.
Good. You better be. Let's see here. Okay, last one is, what would you tell someone who is really having a hard time on making that step, either to just get in shape or just to take the plunge and do this for a business also? So let's say, you just kind of put a picture in your head. You got that one person who's a gal who's really, really embarrassed of the way she looks, the way she's going to be treated in front of other people working out. If that person's watching this right now, what would you tell them?
I would say that you have options. You don't necessarily have to do it at a gym until you're comfortable. That's why I do it at home, because I'm more comfortable doing it, in the comfort of my own home. And then, once you get to that point where you are comfortable and feeling better about yourself, then you can go to the gym. And that's what's cool about P90X, is it can be tailor-made for each individual person.
Cool. So touch on that one more time. Would you say beforehand, after doing P90X, do you feel that you've learned a lot more about fitness, so you feel more comfortable going into a health club and doing something like that?
Absolutely.
Cool. Because there's a lot of people that watch these videos or think about doing P90X and they don't have a clue about doing any type of workout. So you would say it would definitely educate them a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Cool. So now on the business side, you've got somebody who is thinking about joining your team to be a Beachbody coach with you. What would you say would be, for one, a good benefit for you to be their leader, and two, why would they want to basically join Beachbody and have this as a business?
Well, I guess I think I'm really easy to talk to, and if I sign people up underneath me, like Alicia, anytime that she's like, hey, Sara, I'm not exactly sure, how this works, where do I log on, how do I do this, as far as the business goes, I have no problem walking people through that, and I don't think I'm intimidating. Thank you. And if there was someone who was really, on the fence about it, as far as the business is concerned, really, and there's different levels of it. You can be like, you and Chris, who go at it, full on and market it, or you can just be one of those people who tells your friends about it and just helps those around you that, you can sign up as coaches and then...
Cool. Go from there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, guys, that's it. That's all I have. So thanks very much. And just so you guys know, joining with Sara here on her team, her being a part of my team, everything that I come up with or what Chris comes up with gets put down the line. So we've got a lot of cool things that we do all together, and I include everybody in that. So keep that in mind, and we'd love to have you on your team. So there.